Why I want my gas pumped too. I want to have my car door opened too. When we go on a date, I want to go 50-50.
Yo, we smoked her so bad yesterday. She blocked me. So typical. I smoked her so bad. She couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle the truth. I exposed her. I shamed her. We're bringing shame back. Somebody tried to send me a video that was on her page, and I tried to click on it because I thought she responded. Next thing you know, blocked. Ducking smoke. This is what we do, man. You can. Every time I get on somebody's ass, they just block me with no response. They can't beat me. I'm undefeated right now. Because why? You can't defeat logic. And it's just such a weak thing to do. You blocked me. You can't handle me? Huh? You scared? That's what I get from it every time somebody blocks me. Yeah. Drizzle.
Precisely what Mark said. We are bringing back shame, whether these women like it or not. And a lot of guys are getting on this drizzle bandwagon, and they're holding women accountable and their feet to the fire. And it's actually happening in triplicate, meaning the amount of views that this guy gets, the amount of influence one of these guys have, and Little Goody, both of those guys, it's crazy. It's tremendous. And we're seeing a turn of the tables literally in real time, and we're living through it in the dating market. Like, we got to cut off the faucet. Actually, we do. We got to cut off the faucet to simps, just like this next video. Let's view it.
Gentlemen, it's time to turn off the tap. Hashtag turn off the tap.
Hashtag turn off the tap. I love it. If men turn off the tap, you'll be surprised how things will begin changing right before your eyes.
Because I know some of you guys have been simping out for a long time.
I'll say it again. Women that feed off of male attention are nothing without you. And in time, their resources will begin shriveling away. And when they realize there's no return, the veil of delusion will begin lifting for them. Then the agenda won't look and taste so good anymore. But as it stands, they're having their cake and eating it too, by draining wallets and feasting on that delicious attention that all women love, whether they admit it or not.
So let's start with phase one.
You see, the soft guy era has made great strides in such a short period of time. It's opened a lot of dialogue, but what I love is that it's flavored with humor. But the truth is in the recipe. It's hidden deep in the ingredients.
We start pulling those bills that we've been paying back. We start pulling that money we've been spending in those clubs back. We start canceling those subscriptions.
I truly believe that men hold the power to set society back on its feet.
Let's turn the tap of attention off, starting today.
The most efficient way is to starve them out. Starve them out. And that's by taking away their two lifelines. A man's attention. B, the contents of a man's wallet. Women cannot hold out long when they're starved of attention and men's finances. Do you guys know how much power that holds over us? If you only knew you could change the world in an instant. You, men, you hold the power. Never forget that. Drizzle.
Absolutely. Turn off the tap. And I would always say this about a year ago or 2 years when I first started making these videos, that once we dry out the dating market, once we start, starving them out, they're going to have to conform regardless. They're going to have to turn off the programming, the ChatGPT bot. And I've been saying that. And women just don't believe it because dudes keep giving them attention. There's always a simp out there. But once we cut that faucet off, and Drizzle, she's right about that. That's really proven that the main ingredient is continuously starting to cut that off. Women don't like it. And hey, they're going to have to do what Vince McMahon told Triple H in 1996. You get what I'm saying? He's going to have to eat shit and like it. And women are going to have to start liking the taste of it because we actually hold the power. Because if you stop giving attention to women and dry it out, they'll start changing. If you stop giving and simping and paying money and having women have high expectations or already being, accustomed to dudes just for existing, giving them bread, they'll stop doing the behavior that they're doing. And it's starting now, and just it's a turn of events. And this is what's so great about this video, is not only is the nature starting to, you know, reflect and show itself of females acting like men, demanding much, but men are starting to turn it on its head. And it's interesting to see what's going to come out of it, and it's changing every single day. There's new content, there's new waves of movements coming out. They talking about 4B, and I just call 4B, you know, socially awkward women that failed in the dating market, aka fee-fails. Shout out my boy in the comment section that's been saying that for like the last 2 years. But yeah, man, it's absolutely crazy what's happening out here. But let's view some of the cases that are being actually tampered with, meaning the women's relationships. And it's absolutely hilarious to see it, because it's turning on its head. Everything that these women said that or thought that they would never experience is actually happening now. Exhibit A.
Have you noticed how dry men are these days? Have you noticed how you carry 99% of the conversation and you're into him? Why? Because he is a little bit better than those other creeps who do the bare minimum. Like, he has a little bit of a sense of humor, and that's when they think that, wow, do you want the lottery because this guy, he is a little bit better, or he's like good looking or something. But they are so dry. Like, they text you, hey, how are you? What's your favorite movie? And they think that that is going to cut it. It's not going to cut it, because us as girls, we ask such interesting questions. First of all, this is true. You cannot prove me wrong. We ask super interesting questions. Like, we ask the basic questions. Yeah, family, friends, hobbies, sure. But we also ask deep questions like, how did you become the person that you are today? And what are you striving for? Goals, question mark, dreams, question mark. We want to know all that stuff, and we want to know, and we remember every single detail. But also, we are super interesting. Like, we have the most random hobbies. Like, we are into astronomy, astrology, fashion, designing things, hiking, I don't know, swimming, diving, like the most random things, archery, climbing trees, growing plants. Like, ask any girl on the street, she will have a hobby that is specific to her and very unique. What do you have? What do you have? Where are the hobbies? Or are that just the men who text me? Because I ask them, like, what do you do? And they're like, oh, I only do this. Like, I go running in the morning. What? Excuse me?
911, what's your emergency?
Shut your ass up!
First of all, those hobbies that you named, men don't care about, because men don't look at you for your masculine traits and your hobbies and planting plants. Men care about women for what they are. Femininity. Men love women idealistically. You try to cover up words for provider, protector, security, and a man that's going to take care of you by saying, oh, well, we ask very interesting questions. No, you ask probing questions that are conditioned to your mating strategy because you are a female, and that's what females do. You guys just try to rephrase words, change up meanings, and try to, you know, decode things. But if you understand the womanese, you already know what it is. And those things that she mentioned about hobbies, that's absolutely ridiculous. She's like, archery, fencing, that, like, men don't care about that stuff. That's like me saying, oh, I'm in fashion, I'm into this. If I were to say some of the answers as a man to you back to a woman, you would be like, this dude is weird. Like, why aren't you out there, you know, creating this and that, i.e. money, making money so you can take care of me? All of this leads back to what women primarily want and what men primarily want. So I hate to break it to you, but you ladies are not that special. You guys pretty much offer the same thing and have all of the same things that men look for. Men are easier to please, and, you know, you're not as interesting as you may think you are, because, first of all, men and women don't have much in common. We're too different. We're wired too different. We're the same type of beings. We're humans, but we are wired completely different to do different things and be interested in totally different things. I don't know why women don't understand this, but they don't care. All they can do is complain about an issue that they're having with men because they're not getting the type of attention, and dudes are cutting off that faucet, and they're reflecting all of their projections onto men. They're saying, okay, well, I have an issue with this, but I'm going to throw in the fact that I think I'm interesting and you should like, what are your hobbies? Ridiculous, man. Modern women are hilarious and easy at this point to intercept. It's crazy.
See, fellas, this is where y'all go wrong. Y'all tear women down when all y'all have to do is uplift women in a certain type of way. If y'all are not feeling the way a woman is dressing or the way she's doing things, y'all try to come off as if y'all are our fathers. You're not our dad. Like, it's a way how you talk to a man. That's why most of us women don't respect y'all, because y'all don't know how to talk to us. Instead of saying things like, that outfit makes you look like a... Why don't you guys try to change up your verbiage and say things like, hey, you know what? I think you would look much better in a dress where you don't have to reveal anything, but you want something that's much more tighter. It's all about how you speak to us ladies. That's why we don't give a damn anymore. That's why we tell y'all being single is life, because y'all have formed some type of stipulation to the point where y'all think y'all are our dads, and we already got a daddy. We don't need a second one.
Most of y'all don't have fathers, and it's really easy to tell, because it would take common sense for you to know that if I step out the house looking a certain way, dressing promiscuously, or dressing like I would be questioned, then you would think that obviously a man can spot the same thing, and you don't have no common sense. This just comes from women that don't have accountability or don't want to show any accountability because they've never been held to any type of standard, but they like to police and tell men exactly how to speak to them and all these things. And all this came from is how this made her feel, because men are telling her what the hell it is and she doesn't like it. So what she does at the beginning of this, she says the word, "You men tear women down." So that right there, she has to start building, you know what I'm saying, this terrible structure, this terrible surface to try to make a point as to why women are not dealing with men. But what's actually happening with this woman is that she doesn't like being told what to do, and her fatherless behavior reflects that she does not have a father. And when men actually step in and be that way, instead of her saying, you know what, he will be a good father because he's watching out for me, it's looked at in today's society as controlling, toxic, bringing a woman down, talking crazy about her, and then how women think men should respond to them, that's how they should go about it. But don't let a man tell a woman anything. Make a video like this. I don't like when women tell me about, you know, how much money I have or what my car looks like. I don't like that. Women should do this. Women would laugh me out. They would laugh me out of the comment section. But this is absolutely ridiculous. This is why dudes are cutting off the tap. And, you know what I'm saying, she sits up here with, you know, the eyelashes, those cumbrellas of Bert from Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street. And she looks absolutely ridiculous as she makes this video and tries to instruct and tell men what to do, what to be. She's very masculine. She's very loud, very ghetto. And dudes are only going to use her for a pump and dump. And men continue to hold these women feet to the fire, hold them accountable regardless, because it's only going to get to the point where they start to change. They start to change their mindsets, the way they look, and they can finally unplug and pull the cords out from the ChatGPT sisterhood bot, and they can actually start functioning as normal women that men find attractive. But women don't care. Women don't know. But until that starts happening, dudes start cutting off that faucet and, you know, start getting their passports even more and more and showing more receipts, then it's just going to be fucked up. But it is what it is, man. This right here is just a great illustration of what's going on right now in today's dating market. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it with post notifications on, because I'm pretty much posting a video every single day for you guys here at Bountyville. I love y'all. You already know what it is. Bountyville's up, Mastodon's down. Let's get it. Let's go. We on the road to 100K. I love y'all. Y'all the best. My Bounty Villains, man. I got to get back up to cooking this content, though, man. It's getting crazy out here, guys, but you are starting to see the change, and we are living right now, guys. Don't forget, in real time, we're living in a reality, and we're seeing the tables shift. We're seeing men do things that all of us have been thinking about, but we have never seen come to fruition. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Get your passports still. I love you all, and stay tuned. We on this, you know, ride together. I love y'all. Peace. I'm out.